Welcome back. This video is not financial advice, and always do your own research. Within the crypto space, there are different narratives or metas that pop up, grouping together a similar type project to be successful within the MemeCoin space. And in today's video, we are focusing on one member of a narrative that I personally call the simplistic narrative. Now, some of the key players within this narrative or meta are the likes of FARTCOIN, and there's also Useless Coin. FARTCOIN, for instance, right now is number 126 out of all cryptocurrencies with a massive market cap of 408 million. For the year, FARTCOIN is up over 1,000%. Then Useless Coin sitting at number 152, market cap of 294 million. For the year is up 424,000%. All of the different tokens within this narrative have had some explosive growth over the year, and all that it takes to be a part of this narrative is simply to have a simple name and be somewhat negative in nature. FARTCOIN, Useless Coin. Well, today we are talking about Junkcoin. Now, this is my second time covering Junkcoin. This is a lower market cap member of this simplistic narrative, right now sitting under 200,000 in market cap. This is a Solana token just like FARTCOIN and Useless Coin, but where Junkcoin separates itself is its very unique history. Most people think of Dogecoin when they think about early meme coins, considering it was launched in 2013, but Junkcoin was actually considered the grandfather of Dogecoin, launching a few months prior. Both Litecoin and the original Junkcoin are forks of Bitcoin. So in a lot of ways, this is one of the grandfathers of the entire crypto space. Now, although the original Junkcoin has been dormant for quite some time, this new Solana project is paying homage and is being inspired by the original Junkcoin. So for me, the Junkcoin project is such a unique and bullish token because it's within a very successful and hot narrative right now, and it has very unique history behind it. Now, aside from those two aspects, the team behind this project have been on fire as of late. They recently announced and gave previews for their upcoming NFT collection. They released a new minigame, they've been doing giveaways, and there's been a bunch of different YouTubers starting to cover them. So all in all, I'm a big fan of Junkcoin on Solana, and that's why in today's video, we are back at it covering them. We're gonna go into all the different updates regarding the giveaways, the minigames, and the NFT collection. So without further ado, let's hop into the video and see what's going on. So first things first, here we are checking out the chart for Junkcoin. Junkcoin, Doge's real name. Market cap right now sitting at 117K, so very low market cap, almost a micro cap project with such a solid team and narrative behind it. You can see on August 29th, so about a month and a half ago, nearly 2 months, from that point, they are up a good amount, and they are quite battle tested. They went parabolic to a new all-time high late August, bit of sell pressure, another all-time high September 15th. A lot more people taking profits, and then we had an all-time high again on October 1st and October 6th. And since then, again, a lot of sell pressure. But what this shows when you see a battle-tested chart like this is that there's been a few cycles. This has been going on for a few months now. So a lot of the paper hands are out of the project. And what remains right now is a lot of the true believers and foundation of the Junkcoin community. So for me right now, 117K in market cap, you have the diamond hands still remaining. This is a very solid spot to be, to potentially either buy in, or if you're already in the token, you can DCA, dollar cost average, small incremental buys throughout time to lower your overall average of your entry price. Now, as far as liquidity, 45K, 100% burn, so very, very healthy liquidity. Over a third of the market cap is burned in liquidity. For holders, 824. 24-hour trading volume right now at over 15K. So the numbers are looking really good for this microcap. Now let's go ahead and get into all the different reasons why I think this token is a good buy currently. And a lot of those have to do with all the work the team has been putting in as of late. Now, a lot of this information I'm going to be getting over from their X, formerly Twitter. Their handle is Junkcoin Soul, and they have their contract address here, currently sitting on 856 followers. This is where they post all the different news and announcements regarding their project. their pinned post, Adam Shelton dropped a YouTube video revealing our first 6 NFTs. This is what I talked about a bit in the intro, that new NFT teaser for the upcoming collection, and they are animated and quite nice. They also mentioned the giveaway that is going on as well. So really cool video here. Definitely go ahead and check that one out after this video, going in depth into details about all of the different stuff going on right now. Just 2 days ago, we had a video here from Gossipator. And lastly, there was an additional one from Crypto Gems 100X. So plenty of content to go ahead and check out after this video. But the reason why I'm mentioning these YouTube videos is because what YouTube content in general does is it casts a wide net of potential new community members or token holders to discover the project. Aside from discovering the project, it also is great for Google SEO. So with a project like this, Junkcoin, putting so many YouTube videos out there, it overall helps the brand of Junkcoin stay alive in the Google algorithms. So the giveaway that's going on right now that you can go ahead and take part in, announced on October 24th, the Inferno Junk giveaway up to $100. 4 lucky winners get $50 each. And all you have to do to enter is follow Junkcoin Soul, follow Crypto Gems 100X, and follow OX Kuroshi. After you follow each one of them, like and retweet and comment the post, and you'll have your chance to win. Their post from October 23rd was the first reveal of their Inferno Junk NFTs. This one is named Cyber Junk, forged from the pure Junkcoin gold and powered by the advanced AI. Cyberjunk stands as a symbol for power, evolution, and digital legacy. And here is the first reveal. So they're revealing these one at a time. So go ahead and play this video through.
Cyberjunk NFT reveal. This one is forged from pure Junkcoin gold and powered by advanced AI. The Cyberjunk will rise, and this is first NFT revealed, and more are coming.
So pretty cool video there. Again, you can stay up to date with Junkcoin by following along on their X, formerly Twitter. Now, each one of their NFTs are going to have a reveal video just like that. So far, they have revealed 6 in total. So you can go ahead and check them out over on their website. All the links for Junkcoin can be found down in the description box below. Enter the Junkcoin metaverse with their exclusive NFT collection. Each piece is a masterpiece of digital art, celebrating the grandfathers of meme coins. So here we have Inferno, Frost, Cyber, Samurai, Mystic, and Junkie. So each one of these have a different rarity. And as you can see here, Inferno is an animated NFT, and these will be Solana NFTs. So the gas fees are going to be incredibly low for the mint. All in all, really cool progress from the team. The conceptual design for these are quite nice. Now, if you didn't notice, each one is also labeled that rarity. So for the rarities thus far, legendary, epic, rare, mythic, and there will of course be commons and maybe a few others as well. Now, another cool addition we mentioned in the intro is the different mini games that Junkcoin has been releasing. We have one here, Space Junk Shooter Game, so we can go ahead and see. It kind of has an old school vibe to it. You are trying to stay alive and shoot the little asteroids. And I believe as time goes on that they're going to have different kinds of competitions for these different games, maybe future giveaways and things of that nature. What games like this honestly do is, for one, it shows that the team is invested in the project. They're spending time trying to figure out different ways to keep the community engaged, and that's what meme coins are all about. Engagement with the community, as well as keeping everything very tight knit. At the core of any meme coin project is its community, and as we talked about in the chart so far, you can tell it's battle tested. A lot of the paper hands are out, and what remains is a bunch of the loyal community members of Junkcoin. So with these kind of games that they're releasing, it overall just shows their commitment to the community. So that was the first one. That one is the older game. Here we have the newer game. It's called Inferno Runner Game. And as you can see, you got to jump over the different obstacles that appear. And you have a few different lives. Final score, 2,500. Obviously, I'm not that good at this one, but we're going to just see how far we can go. All in all, what I really like here with this project, Again, they belong to a narrative that's very, very popular right now. We saw with FARTCOIN and Useless Coin being up over 400% for the year, with Useless Coin up over 1,000% for Junkcoin. These are very hot narratives, and Junkcoin finds itself directly within that exact narrative, as well as it also having a very unique history, being one of the very first ever meme coins on the blockchain. So you mix those two things together, as well as a team that is focused on a community first approach, getting lots of different YouTube content out there, the games, the NFTs, you name it, everything is looking really solid for such a low market cap project. Now, speaking of the history, they do have a explanation here up at the top of their website. Now, keep in mind, this isn't my first video on this project, so if you'd like to learn more about the history of the original Junkcoin, go ahead and check out my very first video on this project, where I go more in depth about the initial stages of how the original Junkcoin came to be. But we're going to dive into a little bit of that now. Junkcoin is the grandfather of Doge. It has real history, and it is the OG of the OGs. It's one of the first ever meme coins created. You can go ahead and see right here the explanation of the family tree when it comes to Bitcoin and Doge and how they forked off of each other. A fork is when a coin is created by copying or modifying the original Bitcoin code. So Junkcoin was forked from Bitcoin's code base back in the early days in 2013. And this implies that both Dogecoin and Junkcoin share similar technical DNA, with Bitcoin and Junkcoins essentially being the grandfathers of Doge, because Junkcoin was created a few months prior to the likes of Dogecoin. So you can see here, Bitcoin, original, of course, forked. After that was Litecoin, which of course is still around today. Just after that, forked was Junkcoin. Now, Junkcoin, since its original launch, has become dormant and isn't active anymore. And this project is kind of like the revitalization inspired by that OG Junkcoin. Originally, when it was created back in 2013, it was designed to fail, but ironically, it has failed to fail because of this revitalization from this Solana token. Down at the bottom of the website, they do have the original proof of the OG Junkcoin. You can see here the forum title, the post, JKC, the token ticker for Junkcoin, the newest Litecoin-based altcoin has arrived. So it was an altcoin that was essentially a joke, one of the very first ever meme coins, a token that had no utility, no purpose, just a joke. And that essentially the grandfather of all meme coins today is Junkcoin. So that precisely is why I am such a big fan of Junkcoin. Aside from right now being at such a deep discount, under 200K in market cap, that means even if they were to reach 1.1 mil in market cap, that would be a 10x from here. You can tell the team behind this project has a lot of conviction and wants this project to succeed. They're putting in all the work. And so what they're looking for now is more diehard community members. So if that sounds like something that you might be, definitely join on in on their Telegram, follow them on X, and start getting involved with this project. Again, if you would like more content about this project, here on their website, they have a section called Junk Talk, and they have a few different content creators. You have me, Crypto Pandas, 100x Gems, Ben Crypto, Crypto Ads, and Gossipator. So click on any one of these. You can go ahead and check out more content about Junkcoin. All in all, big fan. So let me know what you think. Go ahead and head down to that comment section below and let me know what you think about the future of Junkcoin. Now, although I'm a big fan, please keep in mind that this video is not intended to be financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor, and investing in cryptocurrency and meme coins can be risky. So always do your own research. Essentially, never invest more than you're willing to lose. Now, with that being said, that about wraps it up for this video. I really hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll catch you guys next time.